Narcissists are some of the most enigmatic and perplexing individuals you'll ever encounter. On the surface, they can be charming, witty, and incredibly engaging. But beneath this seemingly perfect facade lies a storm of manipulation, chaos, and confusion that leaves those who interact with them disoriented and drained. Have you ever met someone who seems to have an uncanny ability to turn every situation into a whirlwind of drama, yet somehow manages to come out looking like the victim or the hero? That's the hallmark of a true narcissist, a master of chaos. In today's deep dive, we're going to explore exactly how narcissists create and maintain this chaotic environment, keeping those around them off balance and under their control. Stick around because by the end of this, you'll have a clear understanding of how narcissists wield chaos like a weapon, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself from their toxic influence. Before we get started, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share this video with anyone you think might benefit from learning more about this important topic. Narcissistic behavior affects millions of people around the world, and raising awareness is the first step to breaking free from their grip. So, let's jump right into how narcissists pull the strings and create chaos, leaving everyone around them feeling disoriented, confused, and powerless. Now picture this: you've just met someone new, and at first they seem wonderful. They're attentive, they flatter you, they seem genuinely interested in your life, and you feel an instant connection. Everything seems to be going perfectly, but then little by little things start to shift. Small inconsistencies emerge, tiny red flags that you might brush off at first. Maybe they cancel plans at the last minute without a good reason, or perhaps they make a cutting remark disguised as a joke. You start to feel like something's off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. This is how it begins. Narcissists reel you in with charm and flattery, only to slowly introduce chaos into your life in subtle, almost imperceptible ways. This is part of their strategy, creating an environment where you're constantly second-guessing yourself and unsure of what's real. One of the most powerful tools narcissists use to create chaos is gaslighting. If you're not familiar with the term, gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where the narcissist distorts reality, making you question your own perceptions, memory, and even your sanity. They might deny things they've said or done, even when you have clear evidence. Or they might twist conversations in such a way that you start to doubt yourself. The goal here is to destabilize you, to make you feel confused and unsure of your own thoughts and feelings. By doing this, the narcissist maintains control, because if you can't trust your own mind, you're more likely to rely on them for validation and guidance. It's a classic power move, and narcissists are experts at it. But gaslighting is just the beginning. Narcissists also thrive on creating drama and conflict wherever they go. Have you ever noticed how a narcissist can walk into a seemingly calm situation, and within minutes, everything is in turmoil? It's no coincidence. Narcissists deliberately create chaos because it keeps everyone around them off balance. When people are confused, stressed, or emotionally overwhelmed, they're much easier to control. Think about it. If you're constantly caught up in putting out fires or managing drama, you don't have the time or mental space to step back and critically evaluate what's really going on. And that's exactly what the narcissist wants. They want to keep you so busy dealing with the chaos they create that you never get the chance to question their behavior or challenge their authority. This tactic is especially effective in close relationships, whether romantic, familial, or professional. Narcissists will often pit people against each other, stirring up conflict and jealousy to keep everyone distracted and focused on the drama rather than on the narcissist's own behavior. For example, they might tell one person one thing and someone else something completely different, knowing that the two will eventually compare notes and start fighting. Meanwhile, the narcissist sits back and watches the chaos unfold, all the while maintaining their image as the innocent bystander or the misunderstood victim. This tactic, known as triangulation, is one of the narcissist's favorite tools for creating chaos and maintaining control. Another way narcissists create chaos is by constantly shifting the goalposts. No matter what you do, it's never enough. The rules change constantly, and just when you think you've met their expectations, they raise the bar or introduce new demands. This is done intentionally to keep you off balance and always striving for their approval, which of course, is never fully given. This perpetual state of uncertainty keeps you in a constant state of stress and anxiety, which makes it harder for you to think clearly and see the situation for what it really is. The narcissist thrives in this chaotic environment because it allows them to maintain control while keeping you in a weakened state. Narcissists also use emotional manipulation to create chaos. They are experts at playing the victim when it suits them, turning the tables, and making you feel like the one who's in the wrong. They might accuse you of being too sensitive or overreacting, making you doubt your own feelings. Or they might suddenly shift from being cold and distant to showering you with affection, leaving you confused and desperate for their approval. This push-pull dynamic is incredibly destabilizing, and it's designed to keep you hooked. You never know what to expect, and that unpredictability keeps you emotionally invested in the relationship, constantly seeking the narcissist's validation and approval. In addition to emotional manipulation, narcissists are also masters of deception. They lie with ease, often weaving elaborate stories that make them appear more successful, important, or desirable than they really are. These lies are carefully crafted to create a specific image that the narcissist wants others to believe. But when the truth inevitably starts to surface, the narcissist doesn't admit fault or take responsibility. Instead, they double down, often shifting the blame onto others or denying that they ever lied in the first place. This constant barrage of lies and half-truths adds to the chaos, leaving those around the narcissist unsure of what's real and what's not. Thanks for sticking with me until the end of this deep dive into how narcissists are masters of chaos. I hope this has given you some valuable insights into how they operate, and more importantly, how you can protect yourself. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with anyone who might need to hear this. Narcissists thrive in the shadows, but by shedding light on their tactics, we can all take steps to protect ourselves and break free from their manipulation.
Greetings, esteemed readers. In this discourse, we shall explore the complex emotional landscape navigated by narcissists when their victims extricate themselves from their manipulative influence. Prior to delving into this intricate subject, I extend a cordial invitation for you to become part of our growing community by subscribing. By doing so, you not only arm yourself against the distress that plagues narcissists upon your departure, but also equip yourself with the essential knowledge to traverse this challenging journey. Let us embark on this path collectively. There exists a prevalent belief that narcissists remain emotionally unaffected when their victims liberate themselves from their control. Narcissists often project an image of unwavering confidence and self-assurance, leading to the perception that they are impervious to such events. However, it is imperative to acknowledge that while certain generalizations about narcissists may hold, individual experiences can differ markedly. When an individual successfully escapes the clutches of a narcissist, it often catches the latter completely off guard, triggering a profound and tumultuous emotional response that can be deeply unsettling. This analysis is not intended to advocate for granting second chances or to urge reconsideration of one's decision to leave. Rather, it seeks to highlight the reality that even narcissists experience considerable distress when someone chooses to depart from their influence. Recognizing this does not invalidate the legitimacy of your decision. On the contrary, it affirms the courage and strength required to leave, despite the significant pain endured. Let us address the unvarnished reality with candor. Narcissists subjected you to profound emotional suffering, leading you through a tumultuous journey that left lasting scars. You endured the severe consequences of their actions, their blatant disregard for trust, and their relentless violation of boundaries that should have been respected within your relationship. These distressing experiences compelled you to reach a breaking point and assert that enough was enough. By prioritizing your well-being, autonomy, and happiness, you made a deliberate decision to extricate yourself from the torment you had endured. This moment marks the beginning of a transformative journey of healing and self-discovery. It is an opportunity to reclaim your sense of self and rediscover the inner resilience that has always been within you. It is not uncommon for narcissists to be taken aback when they realize you have resolutely chosen to depart and sever all ties. It is akin to changing the passcode to your life, a necessary step to protect yourself. Once they comprehend that you are truly gone, many narcissists experience a tumultuous array of emotions. Initially, they may dismiss the reality, attempting to convince themselves that it is merely an ordinary breakup. They trivialize the significance of your departure, viewing it as a temporary setback. However, this denial gradually gives way to incredulity as the full weight of your absence becomes apparent. They struggle to accept the reality of your departure, resulting in a wave of bewilderment that leaves them disoriented and confounded. As the reality sets in, narcissists often resort to assigning blame. They become consumed by rage, directing accusations at you and asserting that you never truly loved or cared for them. Their fury intensifies as they question how you could abandon them in such a manner. Comparisons to others who have left them may emerge, unleashing their emotional turmoil. Exploring the complexities of narcissistic relationships reveals an intriguing truth. The narcissist's rapid transition to new sources of attention does not eliminate the emotions they once held for you. Extricating oneself from the entanglement of a past relationship is far from simple. It is not akin to flipping a switch. We have all moved forward in life while still grappling with lingering sentiments for former partners. Even amid new connections, thoughts may occasionally drift back to old flames, igniting moments of longing and nostalgia. This phenomenon explains why some narcissists hastily enter new relationships, attempting to outrun the emotional baggage from their past. However, the undeniable reality is that these deeply ingrained emotions remain unprocessed and unvoiced. Boasts within their new relationships often hint at the unresolved chapters of their history. It is perplexing to acknowledge that even as narcissists discard you and swiftly latch onto new sources of validation, or feign distress over your departure, their actions stem from profound inner turmoil. Let it be unequivocally clear. This analysis is not intended to manipulate or guilt-trip you into reconsidering a toxic relationship. Not in the slightest. It does not advocate for a return to that detrimental path. When narcissists witness your progress, they embark on an emotional roller coaster characterized by bewilderment, regret, and ultimately, fury. This rage propels them to become relentless, bombarding you with messages, unexpected visits, and incessant calls. Concurrently, they seek new sources of attention to fill the void left by your departure. When maintaining your distance from a narcissist, it is essential to understand that they do not experience shame. Rather, they rationalize their behaviors. In their distorted reality, they may assert that they have moved on because of your departure, yet secretly they yearn for your return. They will resort to any means, including obsessive behaviors, to reassert control over you. If their manipulative tactics fail, their anger only intensifies. It is crucial to recognize these patterns without allowing them to instill doubt regarding your choices or the potential for rekindling a toxic relationship. Your liberation and well-being must take precedence. Stand firm in your decision to break free and prioritize your mental and emotional health. Surround yourself with a robust support network and embark on a journey of healing and self-exploration. Exercise caution when dealing with a narcissist consumed by rage, as they can be unpredictably volatile. Should you need to extricate yourself from their influence, avoid announcing your departure, as even the slightest indication of your happiness or success without them could trigger a dangerous series of events. Upon finally slipping from their grasp, the narcissist's meticulously constructed facade begins to crumble, leaving them bewildered and disoriented. This deviation from their carefully choreographed narrative often fuels their fury, as they strive to deflect blame onto you. Throughout this journey, it is crucial to recognize that amidst the extreme reactions of a narcissistic individual, there may be elements of truth. However, navigating a relationship at this level is akin to traversing treacherous waters. Prepare for their emotional outbursts to reach unprecedented heights, as they have a tendency to push boundaries to the extreme. It is important to confront a stark reality. Upon your departure, narcissists may descend into profound despair. Some might resort to manipulative tactics, making alarming statements such as, "Ye, my despair may lead to a tragic end." In such instances, bearing this burden alone is not advisable. It is imperative to seek assistance from a mental health crisis hotline or alert the appropriate authorities for a wellness check. Prioritizing professional intervention is paramount to ensuring your safety and welfare, as direct involvement could inadvertently make you their next target. The critical lesson here is always to prioritize your safety and well-being. While empathy and compassion are commendable traits, it is equally vital to ensure that you possess the fortitude and support necessary to take appropriate action when dealing with a narcissist whose world is unraveling. They can become unpredictably volatile and, in certain scenarios, pose a threat. Their manifestations of distress, though appearing genuine, do not guarantee improved treatment or personal development. Instead, they reveal their fear of existing without your presence and their aversion to solitude. This lies at the core of the issue. Therefore, if you ever indicate intentions to depart, it is imperative to be prepared for the narcissist to plunge into a maelstrom of emotional upheaval. Indeed, their emotional volatility can escalate uncontrollably. Vigilance is crucial, and if their instability becomes unmanageable, readiness to take action, including involving authorities, is essential. Your safety and well-being must always take precedence. If you found yourself entangled with such an individual and shared children, you likely prepared for the possibility of them weaponizing the children, manipulating them to inflict emotional harm. It was a heartbreaking reality that demanded acknowledgement. As this narrative reaches its conclusion, it is crucial to underscore the paramount importance of staying informed and connected. This strategic approach serves as the ultimate means of retaliation against a narcissist. Have you ever felt the allure of seeking revenge on a narcissist? The temptation can be consuming, yet does it truly satisfy our craving for justice? More often than not, it leaves us feeling hollow and powerless, drowning in the toxicity of the narcissistic influence. The true remedy lies in maintaining distance and prioritizing personal growth. However, the temptation to retaliate is undeniable, a desperate attempt to reclaim the control stripped from us by the narcissist. Amidst this turmoil, we often overlook the simmering anger and pain within us. Society often overlooks the turmoil we endure, leaving us to navigate the agony alone. However, it is essential to embrace that anger. It is a potent emotion that speaks volumes about your resilience and fortitude. It marks the initial stride toward liberation.